break, we asked you who is most likely to stay faithful in monogamous relationships. Well, the answer, the middle child.
Ooh, and no matter where you fall in the lineup, your birth order does have an effect on both your personality and also your behavior.
And here with more is Clinical Director of Living Well PCS. We have Shayna D. Lewis and siblings Ashley and Ariel Proctor. Ladies, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so what happens for the middle child when, when there is no middle child? Who's more likely to be monogamous, the oldest or the youngest?
I would probably say the oldest.
And why is that? I mean, is this just a theory, or do we actually have hard data showing this trend?
That's a great question. There's actually research about birth order, and it's been going on for many, many, many years. It's not anything new. There's a lot of difference of opinions about it, even with researchers. But the reality is, when you see the oldest children, they're usually more responsible. They're usually the leaders in the family, and so they would be more likely to be monogamous because of those things.
And that's not to say there aren't exceptions to that.
Absolutely. There's always an exception.
Because I'm the
Please remember
youngest.
that.
Yeah, we're both the youngest. So
Okay.
what about, what's characteristic of the only child?
Only children can be perfectionists. They can also
can
be
see
great
that.
leaders, right? Because there's no one to, they have to do everything for themselves because it's just them. They also are great leaders. They potentially could be controlling at times because they have everything to themselves. They don't have to share anything. So they get the best of all worlds.
Would they also be the first ones to whine a little bit, though, if it didn't go their way?
They might.
Now, Ariel and Ashley, I want to ask you both about your relationship as siblings. So you are the oldest, Ashley?
Yes.
And Ariel, you are the youngest.
Yes.
And there is a middle sibling who couldn't join us today.
He's
But-
in school.
He's in school. But what are some of the trends you've noticed in your relationship as sisters and how you relate to one another?
Well, we are very close, but at the same time, I would agree, as being the oldest, everything falls on me. I get the blame for everything, even if I'm not around. But at the same time, I am more responsible. I am more reliable. So, yeah.
Well, I'm the more sensitive person. I'm more helpful as far as children, family, get-together, relationships, everything.
Oh,
She's actually the middle child.
Yeah, I'm actually the
brother
middle.
is the youngest
the
child.
brother is the youngest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the middle.
You know, in my family, we always had a joke that my sister, who's the middle child, Elizabeth, that she was the favorite child because she would be the peacemaker. Here's a vintage photo, actually, of my family. How funny. We just happen to have this in the file. So Elizabeth there in the pink, she was the middle child and sort of the peacemaker. It's interesting as we've all gotten older, I am clearly the favorite child in the family. I'm kidding. There's a current photo of today. That's my mom there on the left. No, I'm kidding. My mom is in the middle next to me, my sister Elizabeth on the left, and my sister Heather on the right. But it is interesting, as we've all gotten older, I mean, we are all so vastly different. And I think it's fascinating how siblings raised by the same parents in the same household, in the same environment, can be so totally different.
So totally different. So in my family, it was just my brother and I am the baby. And his perception of how my parents would treat me, he's like, oh, parents think you're the favorite, and he thought my parents loved me more, which is of course not the
what a
case.
cute
Totally
photo.
throwing it back. By the way, you gotta love the red sneaks, right? But my perception is, he was the one that had to forge the pathway. So what is y'all's perception of each other?
I would say that as far as the favorite child, my brother is definitely the favorite. He's the only boy. He never gets blamed for anything, but she's the more sweet one, so
Yeah, I'm very, very sweet. very
never gets in
sweet.
trouble for
no
anything.
complaining at all.
And you get in trouble for everything.
Everything's always on me, always, yes.
And Shayna, what do you make of that? I mean, why does a middle child oftentimes, why are they treated as the favorite?
Well, the middle child is the one that could also be the lost child because they're sandwiched in between the one who's setting the pace and the one who's trying to catch up as well. So they almost don't know where their place is all the time. And so sometimes if parents may potentially overcompensate for the middle child because they are lost and they're looking for attention as well, but they may not get it, they have to find ways to get it.
So what would be typical characteristics, personality traits of the youngest child?
Youngest children, like we said earlier,
Because
can be
that's
very-
us.
Okay, so let's see. Rebellious.
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, rebellious.
I said maybe. Also could be the ones that could be the most life of the party, very fun, very outgoing, typically and usual. Yes?
Yes,
I think
okay.
so.
I agree with
Okay,
that.
you could see that. And now here's another fact though. Most likely to abuse alcohol.
That's not good.
The youngest.
The youngest.
Most likely
More
to abuse
reckless.
alcohol. That is so.
Is that because, as you guys have probably experienced, that the older one gets your mom and dad, or you buy the book, must do this,
Yes,
and then by
yes.
the time the second or
You're
third,
right. It doesn't matter. And what you're saying is absolutely right, because even though you were saying earlier, children born into the same family, the same parents, how does everything turn out differently? Because they're born into a different environment each time. So when you have a first child, it's just two parents and this one child. So all the attention goes on who? The one child. You enter a second child, different
course.
environment.
Oh, of course. So
Parents
even
are
though it may
different.
be the same physical environment,
Absolutely.
it's totally
It's
different
totally
because
different.
the dynamics. Let's
Absolutely.
talk a little bit about only children.
Yeah.
Now, they tend to be a little more mature
They
for their age, I understand?
They can, because they're with adults a whole lot more than children who have siblings. So you think about it, most of them may not even like to talk to other children.
I was going to say, did they tend to be more introvert?
They could be, but they want to be with adults because they think differently than other children. If you don't spend time with other kids, then you're talking to adults. So that's the mindset that you get.
That's so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, are only children also less likely to share? Because it seems like,
Be pretty stingy.
well, yeah, because if you grow up with a house full of siblings, you need to learn how to
share.
navigate
You
and
do.
share your space.
Right.
Whereas if you-
Bathroom time,
All of
share
that.
time.
Absolutely. All of that. Only children don't share anything. They get 100% of the attention, 100% of everything. Absolutely.
wow, and they share mom and dad.
Yeah.
They don't have to share mom and dad. if
Not
they're
with
single.
anybody else. It's very true.
So is it easier for you to share with your sister, or easier for you to share with your brother?
My sister.
What about you?
Sister.
Sisterly, but the brother just baby, you're on your own.
Now, what can parents really take from this? Because I'm sure there are people out there watching this and they're thinking, wow, this is really interesting, but how do we use this information? I mean, if you are a parent,
Yeah.
or even if you're a sibling, how can we use this information?
Well, I'm a mother of two children. I have an older son and a younger daughter. And one thing about older children too, and even only children, they can be perfectionists, right? So you have
Yeah.
to make sure as a parent that if you're critiquing something, be very careful not to enhance that potential personality characteristic.
I love that Ashley's over there going,
I agree.
We have to be very careful about how we do that. And so it takes a lot of thought and effort to not make those things worse than they can naturally be.
Now,
as
I
a
also think
parent.
you'd have to be careful about babying the youngest too
That's
much.
a
and then
problem, too.
Don't forget the middle child.
Right, so don't forget the one in the middle. Give them equal attention, potentially having date nights with all your children separately, not together all the time. Give them special time, absolutely. And if you baby the youngest too much, guess what happens? They grow up to be adults who can't do anything for themselves. That's a whole nother problem.
Listen, stay right there. Shayna, Ashley, and Ariel. We're going to have much more after the break. We'll continue our conversation about birth order, and we'll discuss exceptions to the structure and how parenting changes for each child. That's next. Stay right there.